What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Merge, the wrestling guide for Jiu Jitsu, powered by Fuji Sports. FloGrappling's Who's Number One main event, Craig Jones versus Tye Ruotolo. Craig used this Russian Thai Uchi Mata to take Ty's back and bring the fight to the ground. I'm going to first go over the setup and then go through the mechanics on why this was so effective. So a little detail I wanted to go through first that I saw in the beginning. Craig was in his overhook from here, and as Ty circled this arm out of this underhook, he was just waiting here with the opposite hand to pull it into this Russian, okay? Now talking about this Russian Thai for a little bit. We're behind our opponent's arm, and we're literally about 50% to their back, okay? But a common reaction from our opponent is when we lock up the Russian Thai, they'll usually post on the head or neck and start circling their weight away and trying to square up with us. So what Craig does to defend this and essentially capitalize on this is he's going to take a step in and Uchi Mata this leg so Ty's weight falls forward and his weight transitions to his hands. When his weight transitions to his hands, he can't have that balance to actually circle away. So going through the mechanics of this Uchi Mata from here. Craig's going to take a little shuffle step, and one thing you notice is this heel is stepping and pointing towards Ty. This is a crucial detail because as he takes this step and his heel's pointing towards Ty, he's going in this direction, right? So the leg can lift up this way. If he kept his heel facing this way as he went to go Uchi Mata, it would start reaping out this way, and it wouldn't be an efficient motion forward as we need to transfer the weight down to our opponent's hands. So his heel steps in, big reap up here to have Ty's hands touch the mat. Second detail, you gotta use your shoulder with this as well. It's not just on your leg. Our goal is to not flip our opponent over on their back. It's just enough to have their hands touch the mat to take away that extra second of circling so I can take advantage and take their back. We're gonna take that little shuffle step in, face our heel towards our opponent so we create that proper angle. And from here, legs lifting up towards the sky, shoulders cracking down, having him transfer that weight to the mat. So Craig has that extra second to take Ty's back. Now, an interesting grip that Ty had like a rear naked choke grip here, pushing against Craig's neck. And now Craig, instead of fighting one arm, he's fighting both arms and a little bit of his chest and back from this point. So you notice Craig really whips down his shoulder because he has to have that extra power to fight off this grip here, taking the back. Now, you saw when Craig came around to the back, he kind of went like an arm over body lock situation from here. Still wound up working, took his opponent down to the ground. But another efficient grip you can use once you take your opponent's back from here, you can reach around the lat or the hip. And I wanted to point this out because I always talk about how it's not good to go to the hip when you're doing a takedown usually. For example, if I have a single leg, I come up to the hip, my opponent can whizzer, right? And then you get yourself in this dogfight. But in this case specifically, Craig has this Russian. So as he lifts the leg up, look, I can reach for the hip. Doesn't matter, he's not gonna whizzer me from here, right? Once I pull the hip, pull to the back, I start working to get my opponent down to the mat. Thanks for tuning into The Merge. For more episodes, check out themergeonline.com. Follow us on social media, and I'll see you guys next Friday.